Good morning, everyone. So I'll be starting my session in a couple of minutes. I'll be waiting for one more minute and then I'll be starting my session. Today's topic is on Rtsm, which is randomization and supply chain management, which is Rtsm, how we are going to empower the clinical trials with precision and technology. I'll be speaking more about this technology and how the randomization earlier was being done and how currently the randomization is being done by using technology updates and trial supply chain management, how the drugs were being transported and the supply chain management was being conducted now, how is being done, and what is the future of this Rtsm is going to be looking into it. I'll be speaking about this also today. Okay, so thank you for joining the YouTube live today. The topic today is randomization and trial supply chain management. I'll be waiting for one more minute so that more people can join the session. Okay, so randomization and trial supply chain management, empowering the clinical trials with precision and technology. What exactly is Rtsm and how the precision and technology is being used? So my name is Mujeeb. I'm the founder and CEO for ClinoSol Research, and my topic today will be how empowering of clinical trials can be done with precision and technology. So exactly what is Rtsm? So when Rtsm came into picture, how Rtsm came into picture, what exactly is Rtsm? I'm going to speak today. A system used for clinical trials to manage. The first point is randomization of subject to avoid the bias. The second one is trial supply logistics, including the drug kits or inventories or any other things. Integrates the IRT, which is interactive response system, where we call it as IRT technologies. Why it is crucial, why randomization and trial supply chain management is crucial, why we need to include the technology, and what is the necessity of using the technology into the system is something which we are going to look into this activity. So first one, why it is important? Because to reduce the bias. When you are randomizing a subject, there is a two types of a drug. One is stress drug and one is the placebo or the reference drug. We should not inform the subjects that what exactly the subject has been taken. Earlier, it was very difficult to avoid the bias. But now, with respect to Rtsm and the technology involved with Rtsm, we have got something which is very reduced bias. That's one more thing. The second one is reduce the proper drug allocation. The earlier, more bias was included to allocate the drug. So say, for example, one group of subject is taking test drug for some period, for some visits, and then they have to take someone other, some other treatment. Then based on the drug allocation, there was a confusion while you were using in a paper studies. But now with respect to RTSM, ensuring the right drug allocation was being given is being done. The next one, most important one, the tracking of drug supply chain in real time. There might be the falsified medications, or there might be the medications which are being used, which are not properly stored, and which are not being tracked properly. The fraudulent kind of a drugs and the trial supply chain management in real time is more important. That's why it is crucial. In a nutshell, there are two types. One is randomization of subjects. The second one is the trial supply chain management. It's not only the drug kits, but also it might be inventories. Like say, for example, you are using some specific drug biological samples to be tested, or you wanted to test some laboratory test, then also it is an inventory. So it's integrating the IRT, which is interactive response technology, which we are going to do it. And the cruciality or importance is to reduce the bias, making sure the proper drug allocation is being given to the subjects without deviating the safety and following the protocol. The third one, tracking the drug supply chain in a real time. Now, origin of RTSM and evolution of RTSM. How RTSM came into picture. In the right side, if you see the basic, it was manual randomization using sealed envelope. So if it is randomized, they used to send a sealed envelope because they should not be broken down, and randomly they used to put it on a paper. And that was in randomization. And there was a huge chance of avoiding or deviating the bias. The second one, spreadsheet based supply chain tracking. So the supply chain was based on the spreadsheet, that when you have sent this for courier, what details was being sent, when it was being received, who has sent, who has received, all those things were based on spreadsheet based supply chain tracking. And the second one, now need for change came because there were a lot of errors in manual randomization on manual tracking of supply chain, which includes the drug or inventories, which came into more problems. Errors, inefficiencies, lack of real-time visibility was there. Then we got something, introduction of IRT system, which is interactive response technology, where it is using the technology, example like IVRS technology or IWRS technology, where it can randomize. Also, it can give supply chain tracking of the inventory or drug kits. Now, what is the importance of RTSM in clinical trials? The first one, why do you want to randomize? Because to make sure the blinding is being done to avoid the bias. So ensuring the subject blinding is being done, then balanced treatment arms are being done. It's not that you give 10 subjects test drug and 10 subjects placebo and 9 subjects reference. You have to have a balanced arm so that you follow the protocol and also you follow the regulations. That's the first one. The second one, real-time inventory and shipment tracking. So how the shipment started, how temperature was being maintained, how it is being tracked, all those real-time information should be given in real-time inventory and shipping trackers. That's the second point. The third point, improving the compliance, because you have to make sure the compliance of the data and integrity and audit readiness should be there, because technology, when it comes into picture, it's all audit trial, it's all the system based activities which you are going to do it. Enable mid-study changes without any disruptions. You can go ahead and say that, okay, I want to change my randomization path, or I want to make the new supply chain of the medication to be set. You can make at the mid-level of study changes without any disruption of the complete clinical trial study, because you are using IRT, which is interactive response technology, or IRT systems. Now, then and now, technology and advancements. What are the technology advancements then and now was being used while you are using the paper systems and digital systems? The paper systems, there was earlier paper-based randomization systems. Now, today we are using cloud-based RTSM systems. Supply logs were in Excel in earlier. Now, real-time tracking dashboards were being used. Human-dependent workflow was there earlier, which was manual. Now, it's automated alerts and also integration with EDC. So automatically alerts will come if temperature is not being done, or breaking of tracking is being done, or randomization is broken. Automatic the alerts were being triggered, and also integration with EDC. When the static supply plan was there earlier, now here it is adaptive and predictive supply chain management. Anytime you can modify, anytime you can adhere to the latest changes and predict it what is happening. So earlier it was more of paper supply in Excel sheets, and also human dependent on static supply chain management earlier. Now it is cloud based RTSM, which is using of the cloud environment to randomize and also to make sure the supply chain management. The second one, real time tracking of dashboards. Third one, automatic alerts and also integration of EDCs. And fourth one, adaptive and predictive supply chain management is being done. Now, what is future of RTSM? So we have seen that previously we used to use paper studies more. Now, what is the future of RTSM? We are going to have AI/ML integration, which is predictive supply chain needs. The second one, blockchain for enhanced transparency and traceability, which is for supply chain. Blockchain technology has been multiple times used, making sure the supply chain is being done properly. Personalized medicine trials, which is precision medicine trials supported by dynamic randomization for individual based on the subject categories. We can randomize the subjects. That is what you call it as personalized medicine trials. Integrations of randomization and supply chain management with consent and COAs and variables, because all the systems are being integrated internally, how the subject is randomized and how subject is being pushed into the other areas and consent and COAs and variables. Now, what is the global statistic speaks? 85% of trials of phase 3 uses RTSM. That's the biggest word. So 85% of clinical trials are being used, which is randomized trials and supply chain management. And 40% there is a cost saving. If you use RTSM tool and blockchain supply chain management tools with modern RTSM technology and tools, then you are going to save 40% of money. Earlier, it was only the paper based. 1.6 billion market size for RTSM for 2027. That's the beauty, that how RTSM is changing the activities and how RTSM is bringing more of opportunities. Now, one more time, career opportunities in RTSM. You can work in RTSM specialist, IRT, which is interactive response systems system specialist, clinical supply chain managers, randomization managers, or programmers. Industries which you can work: CROs, pharma companies, and RTSM vendors. Salary ranges: if you are a fresher or entry level, 1.1 to 4 years of experience, 4 to 8 lakhs; 3 to 6 years, 6 to 12 lakhs; 5 years plus, 10 to 18 lakhs; 8 years plus, 12 to 25 lakhs. This might vary within the company range, location within India, and also additional qualification or certifications. More has the bonus and also the other benefits. What are the eligibility criteria to go into it? First one, you should be a life science and pharmacy and biotechnology. You should have a technical background, which is computer science or IT, which is for technical roles for particularly programming. Clinical knowledge about clinical trials and GCP and NACT, and about the randomization and supply chain. Additional skills like supply chain management and softwares which are being used in clinical trials are added advantage for the eligibility criteria. How ClinoSol is providing RTSM trainings? Definitely, ClinoSol is making efforts to provide RTSM trainings, end-to-end understanding of RTSM systems, hands-on trainings with mock IIT tools. We are doing it. Real-time case studies, we are making it, and industry expert sessions are being done. At the duration is 1 month, online and offline and hybrid. So this is a RTSM training plan which we are coming up, and syllabus which we are going to grow and develop for RTSM. How to enroll? You go ahead with visiting the website, which is clinosol.com. Navigate to the course RTSM, complete the enrollment, make the payments for demo, or directly contact at info@clinosol.com, 91211511622, and you can WhatsApp at 91211511622 number also. One more time, I think everyone knows what is RTSM stands for, is randomization trial and supply management. Different technologies are being used in RTSMs. If you are interested for RTSM careers, please do contact us at 91211511622. And you can follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, on ClinoSol Research and ClinoSol Global. Stay connected for more future training programs and sessions. With this short note, I have spoken about what is RTSM, why it is needed, what are the past, present, and future advantage, and what are the technology advancement you are going to have it, and how ClinoSol is giving trainings for RTSM trainings. So with this short note, thank you so much for joining today's session. I hope I have made impact how the session is been or how RTSM is being used in particularly with clinical trials. With that, thank you so much. Have a nice, wonderful day.